Hi friends, welcome back to Devtastic. So in this video, we will create a simple list view along with some icons and click handlers. So this is how a list view application will look like after implementing. So we are adding listed tiles, and also we are putting some cosmetic changes for this, and we are adding icons and click actions, everything. So let's create the project. So I have already created a list view Flutter project to implement our list view. So you can start with the same. So I will remove all this content. So we'll start with the void main and we'll add our run app. So I'll start with material app, some app bar. Okay. So let's create a body for this. This body can be a container. So let's save this and put a semicolon. Let me open a new terminal. Flutter run. So I have opened the simulator so that we can see the runtime changes. Okay, so now application is up and running. So let's start with some nice background. Okay, let's add some gradients for this. Yeah, RGB. Let it be 255. So I have already selected a color. If you can go with whatever the combination you want. RGB. Okay, so now I'll save and restart. Yeah. So now we need to give the begin. Let it be alignment dot left center. Let us give end alignment dot center right. Let us restart that. Yeah. So now this looks good. So now let's start implementing our list view. Now we can remove this uh, child. We don't need it. Let's go with list view dot builder. Let's take the context and the index. We need this index to show the list items. Also, we need one more property in this list view, that is item count. Okay, so now this item count is nothing but the total number of items that we have in our list view. So that we need to create a list first. So let's say final list of string. Let's call it as items. Item 1, item 2. For now, I think these items are enough. So now we need to use this item for the item count. Items dot length. Now that is fine. Okay, let's build this item builder. So inside this item builder, we need to implement that list tile. Again, list tile will have a set of properties that we will be using in this video. So initially we will see the title one. Title is nothing but what should be the title inside our list items. Okay, so now we can just take it as a simple text, and the data can be anything, but now because we have our own list view here, so we can use this items as a title. Okay, so now for that I'll copy this items and I'll give the index. Okay, now I will save this and I'll restart. Yes, as you can see, we have three items in our items list. So now all three items are showing it in a list, and also this is scrollable, as you can see, right? So this is a simple list. Let's take out the list view as a separate component just for readability. So let me create a new class called my list view, which will extend again a stateless widget. Again, this should override build method. We'll remove this to do because we're gonna implement this. Again, this should return. Let's return from this. Okay, let me cut it and paste it here. Along, we need this list also to be here. Okay, now that is fine. Now here in this child, we need to pass my list view. Super, let me restart. So you can see the same output. So now let's build this list view. Now we were rendering this list view using this a simple list, right? List of strings. So let us create a model and add some data to that model, and we will read that model to the list view. Let us create a new model class. Let me create it as a client details. So let's create few properties. These int id string name. So we need to create a constructor for this. Let's do it. Client details required this dot id this dot name email. So this is completed now. Let's create a list of client details and let's add some data to it. So list of. So now we have added all the data to our client details list. So now we will bind this list client details list object to our list view. So now we can this remove this items list. So now here we need to use this client details instead of items. Copy, I'll paste it. Again, it will have a length. Same here. But so after index, so we need to specify which property of this client details object should be displayed as a title. So for now, I'll say name. Okay. So now I will save this. I'll restart the application. Yes. So you can see we have Andy, Ben, whatever details we have added to the client details list. So everything is listed here. Okay. So now we'll explore few more properties of this listed title. So we have one more property called subtitle. Subtitle is nothing but it will show just below the title property. Let's create that as a text. Again, client details dot, client details index dot, let's show it as an email. I'll save it. I'll restart the application. Yes, as you can see, we have a email ID just below the title. So now we have few more properties. Let's look at those. One is to add an icon. So we can add an icon even in the beginning of the list item, also at the end of the list item. So we'll check out both the ways. So first one is called leading. There should be an icon. We can say icons dot. Yeah. So I have used this icon. You can use the same or you can use it accordingly. Also, we can add icon at the end of each list item. So that comes like a trailing. The input should be same icons dot. I'm just setting it as an arrow forward. I'll save this and I'll reload. As you can see, we got this forward arrow icon. Our UI looks a bit dull, so we will do some more customization to uh, make the UI to look bit better. Okay, we'll start with adding some padding to this listed tiles. So that I will create a padding and wrap the listed tile inside the padding. Okay, so let's say padding. We'll make it for all the sides. We'll make it like 5, and we need to add a child for this. So this child should be our listed tile. I'll copy this and I'll put it as a child. Right. Okay. This is fine. I'll save this. So now padding is added. Now let's make uh, this looks like a card view so that we can add some shapes and border radius and all. Again, let's wrap this list tile as a inside a card. Child should be this list view. Okay, this is fine now. So we can add a lot of properties to this card view, but basically let's add some shape to this one. Again, this should be a rounded rectangular border, and inside that we can give some border chord radius. Okay, again this should be a border radius. Let's make it as a circular and give it as radius as 8. We'll rerun this. Yes, now you can see our list tiles are showing up as a cards. So now let's give one more property, that is elevation, as some kind of a file. Okay, the cards will look as somehow elevated. You can see the shadow. Okay, let me increase it to 8 to see it much evident. Yes, now this looks clean. Now I think the UI looks a bit better. So let's move on to implementing onTap listener. So whenever I click on these items in the list view, so I should get some pop-up saying the client name maybe for now. Okay, let's implement that. So inside this list tile, we have one more uh, property or feature called onTap. Okay, so this will be get called whenever we click on any of these items. So we'll create a function. Okay, so now inside, whenever we click on tap, what should be the action? So for now I will be showing some dialog box. Inside the dialog box I will be showing what which is the client which is tapped. So inside the dialog box I will be showing the client name on which we have tapped. So I'll create a show dialog box. Okay, so for show dialog, we need to pass the context and the builder. Again, the context will be same, whatever we have it for list view. And this builder is nothing but, again, it's a function, anonymous function that we need to uh, create here. Let me create that. So now let me, so now I will show that message inside an alert dialog. Okay. Again, this alert dialog will accept multiple properties like title, content, and actions. So now let me create a title. Again, this can be a simple text. Okay. Okay, I can say item clicked. Okay, now we need to set the content. Okay, again, that can be a simple text. Say you clicked on. I will add the client name here, client details with the index dot name. Okay, so now it will show the client name on which I have tapped. Now we need to, again, we need to add some action buttons, right, to the pop-up where to cancel or to continue. So we'll add, we have a property called actions. Again, it's a list of actions because we can create one or more buttons. So here I will be creating a text button on pressed. This can, I will implement it. So child can be a simple text with OK text, and this on pressed I will implement. So here, just to close that pop-up, whenever we click on OK, navigator dot pop of that context. Okay. So this will close the pop-up whenever we click on OK button. So let me save the file and hurry start the application. Again, it shows the same. So if I tap on the first item, again I got item clicked. You clicked on Andy, and we have a OK button. So if I click on this OK button, again that will be closed. Okay. So this is how we can implement a simple list view. We have created a model and we have added the data to that model, and we have bind that model to the list view. Okay. So if you have any questions or any issues while creating this list view, please put it in the comment section. I'll try to reply to those comments. And please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.